Welcome y'all to the 10-7 show with Tyra, Tara, Goose, and myself. We are back for yet another Sunday. It is live. It is live at 7 o'clock Sunday night. Cinco de Mayo. Today's the 5th, right? Yeah, Cinco de Mayo.
Mayo.
Happy birthday, mama.
Happy birthday, mother-in-law, dear.
Happy birthday, Auntie.
Happy birthday, Aunt Madeline. You ain't tell me to Aunt Madeline. I see if the sun is still out. It's not. It's the sun's still. It's still a little light outside, but it was a lazy day today. Like today was one of them just days you just chill and try not to do nothing if you don't have to.
Absolutely.
So I'm sorry. I like to start off the show by asking how y'all doing, but we have to address the elephant in the room. Because when I asked y'all how y'all doing, and then Tara.
Why don't you go first? How about you?
Go first, Tara.
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
We're doing well.
You happy when you're back, Tom?
You hear him? That was not nice at all. It wasn't nice. So I had surgery.
My pimp hand strong.
I had surgery on my eye on Friday morning to correct the.
And I assume the surgery went well.
It did,
okay.
But I have to walk around like a pirate for the next 5 days.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
So, excuse my ignorance. No, they didn't give you like a eye patch, June, to wear.
So
you have to wear that one.
I had like a hard shield that goes on my eye at night so that I don't rub it or touch it. But then during the day, I have to have my glasses on, so I have this patch on so I can keep my glasses on so I can see out of my other eye, or else I'm driving blind. I actually did drive yesterday, which was scary. So
it was scary.
It wasn't scary for me. Others might have been a little petrified, but I was fine. Had to run my errands. I had to get my stuff done.
Was it like your normal driving? Did you feel
No. I
was about to say you shouldn't feel normal with one eye.
I definitely took my time and I made it.
You got the whole parallax.
Yes, that part's bad because when even when I'm walking, I feel like I'm drifting. You know what I mean? So
you close one eye, everything move to the whichever side.
Right, but overall, just taking the patch off and looking, it's already 100% better.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah. Thank you for asking, Justin.
Absolutely. So we are going to get into the show. It's about that time. We're going to start off with, the part of the show that we like to start off with. And I'm not missing anything, am I?
No.
Okay. So it's this part of the show, y'all. Would you rather portion of the show brought to you by Therapeutic Billing? And Tara, if you will, please tell us about Therapeutic Billing.
Absolutely. Therapeutic Billing is a full-service medical billing and credentialing firm that focuses on individual and small group specialty practices. Therapeutic Billing also offers bookkeeping and virtual assistant services. For more information, visit therapeuticbilling.com. And the telephone number for Therapeutic Billing is 610-228-2029.
All right. Make sure y'all get y'all virtual assistant services and then all the other stuff too.
Yeah.
That's the one that always stands out to me. That's the one I can remember right away. So would you rather? Tyra has the would you rathers for us. So Tyra, go ahead and take it away.
I got a few of them for us today. We're just going to go ahead and get right in it. Would you rather never be able to speak again or always have to say everything that is on your mind?
Oh, well.
So continue living my life the way I live it.
Say everything that's on my mind, whether it's positive. B. That's right.
Yeah, B. I was wondering, Goose, how you was going to respond to this one.
I'm already quiet as it is, but I'll take B and I'll just take the consequences because I'll be having some wild stuff on my mind.
I know. I'm I don't know if you want
to. Wildest stuff on my mind. And then I'd have to actually tell you every time you ask me.
Yes.
Ooh, that's you in trouble.
I'm You know what? We should do a challenge then. Challenge.
All right. You don't want to go that deep into my brain.
Oh, Lord.
I say we start it right after the show and then report back next week.
You want to do it?
You want to do it?
You want to do it?
Me and Terry be sitting on the show by ourselves, be like, they ain't together no more, y'all.
I don't think anybody else would be able to say anything because.
All right. Well, here we go. Here's the next one. Would you rather have to read aloud every word you read or sing everything you say aloud?
I'm singing.
Let me read aloud.
I don't know if I'm going to sing it. Like,
reading it aloud is a little less weirder than singing it aloud all the time.
Sing.
I'm singing.
Like, that sign say right, do not enter.
okay.
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. That makes like fun.
No, you're not gonna read that though. You saying
I will sing it.
Yeah, but if you read it, you said so. It's would you rather have to read out loud or sing out loud?
Would you rather have to read aloud every word you read?
Okay, or sing out loud.
Or sing everything you say out loud.
So
I would read every word I read out loud.
Yeah, I read every word I read out loud.
Nah. First of all, Tyra, you can't do that because of HIPAA. So.
All right.
That's why I said sing, because I can't do it either.
Miguel for the first one says silence is golden, and for the second one he says singing the side effects of erectile dysfunction.
Somebody needs to do that and record it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I would do read every word aloud. Read every word.
I'm not doing that. I'd rather sing.
I'm singing for sure.
Singing.
I'll read out.
You know why? Because I can still kind of control it.
Okay.
What I say, what I sing.
Yeah.
When I sing.
Right.
That's true.
But at work, I have to read things.
I know.
Therefore, I sing.
Like, you said you was not giving me my PTO, so I'm
Oh god.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that might be a mess.
Yeah, I think so. I think it would be. It would be
fun.
All right, here we go. Here's the next one. Would you rather have the police hunting you for a murder you didn't commit?
Nope.
Or have a psychopath clown hunting you?
Psychopath clown.
I'm going with the psychopath clown.
I say the police already hunting us.
There's only one clown.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The police the biggest gang.
All the police.
Police got tactical ways. They got the excuse of the badge. Nah, I'm good. Man.
Give me homie. Come on, homie. What you got?
Right.
Here's the last. Here's the last one.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather go back to age 5 with everything you know now, or know everything your future self will learn?
Go back to age 5.
No, I want to know everything my future
self. I want to know everything my future self would learn.
Well, not, but even though you know it, you 5. What you gonna do with it?
Exactly.
You can't even play in the street.
But if you know everything you know now at the age of 5, you will know. I'm going back to age 5 because you know that you're going to have to wait to use a lot of that knowledge, but you're going to have to hold.
But not only that, if you knew everything you knew now at the age of 5, by the time you're old enough to use any of it, it'll be obsolete.
Not necessarily. Wouldn't you continue on your natural path that you've been on?
I would change my natural path.
I'm thinking technology-wise. Or you just thinking like,
and so you would have to move
wholesome-wise, like spirituality and all that, like your morals and stuff.
No, I'm thinking like if I knew stuff, like I would try to invent the internet.
Right.
I mean, I would try to do stuff that would be useful to me, my family. You know what I mean? Like, oh right, the Challenger explodes and the 9/11's getting ready to happen, and the Powerball numbers, and who won the Super Bowl. I don't know. I figure I'd find a way.
Yeah, I would definitely use it to my advantage going back to age 5. Now,
I would go I would want to know what my future self already learned.
and hoping that it's useful.
Right. Like, for instance, if I was Shaquille O'Neal,
You'd have bought Starbucks. Amen.
I would have known to invest in Starbucks because my future self would have been kicking himself in the ass for not doing it.
But just the simple fact that you know that, right? You heard that once upon a time, right? So you could have invested in Starbucks.
But Starbucks didn't approach me.
No, but it doesn't matter. You still can invest in their stock.
Oh yeah, I can.
Right.
Because you would know that it's going to blow up.
I would have bought tons of
Amazon,
Google, Monster. I had an opportunity to buy stock in Monster, and I was like, I don't know what this shit is, and I didn't.
Is Monster still around?
They are.
Yeah. All right.
Might have to use
competition.
All right.
Might have to go into Monster.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It 100% is. But
it's
as soon as you see Starbucks popping up in any neighborhood along with doggy daycares, you know the landscape is about to change. Starbucks ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
It tastes like post vomit.
Ew, Miguel.
With gritty teeth.
Ew, stop.
Post vomit mouth.
With gritty teeth and lavender kombucha.
Kombucha tastes like.
I like kombucha though.
I like kombucha too.
Kombucha tastes like canned booty.
It does it does smell like vomit, but I like it.
It tastes like the fruit that just started to go spoil. You say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drink it anyway. So, all right. Well, that was your Would You Rather portion of the show, brought to you by Therapeutic Billing. And just as a reminder, if you're watching us right now and haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on the on YouTube, or the follow button on Twitch, as we have a couple people on Twitch, and Twitter and YouTube and Facebook, all that stuff. Make sure you follow, make sure you share us with your friends and your family and your neighbors and your enemies, and so we can make it a family affair. But right now, what we're going to do is get into our next portion of the show, and that is the portion of the show where we take your letters, your emails, IMs, DMs, PMs, whatever the heck it is, and we read them out loud, and we give you our unprofessional, professional opinions on them, and y'all should probably take our advice.
Yeah, we're gonna sing. We're gonna sing them this week, Justin.
Yeah, I hope I have the short one then. I ain't seen that long. But all right, I think Tyra has the first one.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to set me up.
All right,
because I don't have my glasses.
All right.
Dear 10-7, I'm struggling badly with something that occurred over a week and a half ago. I'm a mom. My son is 15. I have been dating a man for 2 years now, but I've known him for over 6 years. He has no kids and has always expressed his interest in becoming a dad. A year ago, we decided to try for a baby, okay? But I was a bit hesitant considering my son is a teenager, and at the time I was 35. In my head, that's kind of old, particularly for me because I'm not very healthy. I have sickle cell disease. So I kept my latest age to give birth at 32. He's good to me, and my son's very fond of him. He told me I wouldn't have to worry about a thing and that he was preparing for a child for a while now, but it simply didn't happen. I also knew he would be a great dad, so we agreed to try, and now I'm 36 and expecting. My issue is that we had an argument the other day, and he texted me that he regretted getting me pregnant. Ooh. I was hurt. I couldn't believe he would say such a thing after none of his other relationships produced a child. Now I'm not speaking to him because I'm very upset. And I told him I would not add his surname to the baby's birth certificate if he's so regretful. He tried to apologize and reached out to my mom to vent his frustration, but I don't want to hear from him. I didn't wait 15 years just to have some guy say such a horrible thing to me. Do you think I'm overreacting?
Absolutely
No.
not.
No.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm-mm. So, because right, first of all, it didn't even say y'all was married. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. He just nah. You can't just do that and then say you regret it. Like that's the choice you made, bruh.
Yeah,
Can I ask a man-ass question?
Mhm.
please.
What did you say to make him say that? Or did he
So,
just come out and
you
say
think
it?
she said something that led him to say, "I regret getting you pregnant"?
I'm going to say in most cases, unless he just really didn't want to get her pregnant and he just came out and said that, she probably said something that cut him and he wanted to cut back.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Well, he said he was preparing for a child. In your preparation, did you do any research on women and pregnancy and hormones? You know what I mean? To know that these things, about hormonal changes and things like that. So obviously you didn't be as prepared as you thought you were. It wasn't like he could like pressure, not so much pressured her, but they agreed mutually to have a child.
Mm-hmm.
So like for you to just turn around and say that and then get mad because she chose to handle it the way she handled it. Like you can't get mad now. You put it out there.
He can't get mad at her. You're right. He can't get mad at her for feeling the way she's feeling about what he said. All I'm saying is, what made him say it? That's
But
all I'm
why?
saying.
Why did something particularly happen?
Because in this situation, we're reacting off of the thought of he just came out and said it.
Say some
Like
bad
he just
things.
wanted to say that and get it off his chest,
Sometimes they-
which could be the case. We don't know, but I want to because we know there's always three sides to a story.
Exactly. That's great. Say we only hearing one side.
We only hearing one side of it as we usually do.
Right.
So it's like for me, I'm like, what caused that reaction, or did he just come out and say that to me?
Yeah,
Because
that's
that's
Miguel
something
said the
crazy.
same thing. There's something missing in this
Right.
conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because what was the argument about?
Right.
Right. Yeah. So we don't have all the information.
Depends on who you call the victim.
Like you ain't put enough Kool-Aid in this, sugar in this Kool-Aid.
It is.
I wish I ain't never get you
It
pregnant.
is true. We don't know what led to him saying that. Like,
Hold on. Y'all talking at the same time.
Yeah.
One at a time.
go ahead,
What'd
Tyra.
you say, Tara?
Oh, I was saying we don't know what led to him saying that, but it had to have been something hurtful to him because that's pretty hurtful to say to somebody that's carrying your child.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Especially
The child
somebody
that you wanted.
Right. That you wanted though. And
Mhm.
now you married because the child not gonna have.
No. He said. I mean, she said he's not going to have the kid ain't going to have the name after he said all that. He's
Right.
not mad about that. He's mad about something before that we don't know about.
No,
Because she said we had an argument.
Right, but once she told him that, then he tried to apologize. He's not sorry because of what he said or how the situation. He's sorry now that this child.
What makes you think he's not sorry about what he said?
Because that's not when he apologized. He
What did he
apologized
apologize for?
after she said, "I'm not giving the baby your last name."
Well, you want him to
At
apologize.
the same time.
It probably did. This comments coming in, Justin.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with him. Tanya said, even if she said something terrible, it's his responsibility to take care of her physically, emotionally. Since she's carrying his child, he has the greater responsibility.
Absolutely.
So what you're saying is he should have apologized immediately after saying it.
No, what I'm saying.
I mean, he shouldn't have said it.
He shouldn't have said it.
But you're saying the apology was too late because he went to the mom or whatever. He tried to apologize, then he went to the mom.
I'm saying I don't know if was he apologizing for what he said or was he just apologizing because now he realizes that she's really that mad to the point of not giving the child his last name. Is he only apologizing for that reason?
It sounded like he was apologizing before that. I don't know. Yes, it's gonna be a child apologizing for breathing. Yeah, you will, bruh. He done messed up.
Yeah, that's a big mess.
That's hard.
And it's traumatizing because she's pregnant. So it's like
right. And so when she says is she overreacting, She probably is, and it's probably a lot to do with hormones. That she is overreacting. Like you might want to just step back and chill, have the like just don't throw everything away just because y'all had some words. Because
And that's what I wanted to say, but the four T's, I mean the three T's. I'm talking about Tara, Tyra, and Tanya. I didn't want to get attacked. So I didn't want to get attacked. But now that Tara has said it, now that she has opened that door, yes, I think you might be overreacting to the moment.
And that happens when you're pregnant, though.
Is
That
that
happens.
and that's an excuse?
For
it's
us,
not an
Okay.
excuse,
All right,
but
well,
control it sometimes.
okay, well then that's an excuse. Okay.
I'm not saying. I'm saying like
See,
sometimes you really cannot control those emotions,
And
and it can be
sometimes
the slightest little thing.
and sometimes
to
you can't
tick you
control
off.
a reaction when you get cut deep.
It's vice versa. So now
Hey, you
he
can't
right.
say vice versa
So
to my
I'm looking at it like he's looking at. I wonder if she said something where he's like, "You're not even worthy to carry my child." On that tip,
oh, I would hope not. That's so
and then
hurtful.
let's consider too that
when he said, "I wish I never got you pregnant," what that mean?
let's also consider that she already had a child.
Yeah,
She probably already went through something with the man, which is why she was hesitant to even have a baby again because she didn't want to deal with the trauma. So then
Yeah.
him saying that to her while she actually did what she didn't really want to do, did nothing but bring back all that old trauma and
Yeah.
re-traumatize her again.
Hey,
That's
brother,
the issue.
brother Jerome or Craig or whatever your name may be. Y'all, you listening to all the thoughts that should have went through your head before you said you regretted getting her pregnant.
Right.
All those things you should have thought about first before you reacted to being cut so deep.
Justin, can you pull Leslie's
I think he
response back up? 'Cause I
re-traumatized her.
can't see it.
That's why she reacted so strongly with him. Oh, what?
Tara,
it.
you
Can you?
cannot. Tara, that is going to be the last time you put your face so close to the camera talking. I can't handle it. I'm not mature enough for that type of stuff right now.
Okay, I'm trying to read it. I've got one eye.
I'll read it for you. I'll read it for
I
you.
saw
Sit
it.
back and relax. I'll read it for you. She said two wrongs. He was wrong, but her taking the name away is like her taking the child away. Not good for her either. And hormones aren't an excuse.
I disagree with that.
I don't
Because
think hormones should be used as an excuse.
no,
I
we
think
do-
that's BS. I
okay.
think that's total BS.
Of course, because you
because
don't experience it. So
right, I don't
expect you to
experience
think
it,
that.
but if I come home and start yelling at you for no reason because I had a bad day at work, is that an excuse?
No, that's not. But it's a totally.
If
Different,
I if
it's
I
a totally
if I
different thing.
if I
But
if
what
I
I'm
get beat
saying-
up in a bar and I come home mad at you because I got beat up in a bar, is that an excuse for being mad at
No,
you?
but it's a different thing. It's a different thing.
It's always a different thing.
It is, and you don't experience it, so I wouldn't expect you.
So men
But
don't
no,
experience hormones at all?
They have hormones, but they don't have the fluctuations like we do.
You sure about that? I'm
So-
asking because you're the medical person. So I'm
But
asking.
I'm not an expert. But y'all don't have periods. Y'all hormones don't cycle throughout the
No,
month.
we got
But
semicolons.
what we do have is emotions that
Yes.
swing back and forth.
Everybody has emotions, but y'all don't have
Absolutely.
hormone
But see,
fluctuations on
but
top
see,
of
here,
emotions.
here's where the problem lies. A lot of women feel like their hormones, I'm just using the word you're using, override a man's emotions
That's not what
every
I'm-
time.
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm saying that's what women in general. That's what women
Okay.
because he shouldn't have said what he said because she's emotional. She has the hormones.
That's not no. That's
But
not
he's
what-
wrong for saying what he said because of her hormones.
That's not what we're saying.
But that's how
gearing
it's
it
coming
different.
off. That's how it's coming
Well, let me
off.
finish responding to the question. Now, she said that she taking the name away is like taking the child away. I disagree because if he really wanted to solidify that name, he would have married her. He would have married her.
Mhm.
So she doesn't have to. They're not married. She don't have to give that child his last name.
Absolutely right.
She doesn't have to. It's not like you can have a full-fledged relationship and and full-fledged co-parenting without carrying the name. I don't think it's like taking the child away. That's just my personal opinion. And then in some cases, as kids get older, sometimes it's a question when the kid and the mother and the child don't have the same name. So it's things like that to consider. But now, so that's what I wanted to respond to that.
Okay. There was we got a lot of comments coming in on this one.
Right.
So Sheena said, let's consider the hesitancy she had in the first place to get
Right.
pregnant again after already having a child prior.
Right. And it going sideways.
So do all these things correlate to him being even more wrong?
I'm
I'm
not saying that she
asking. I'm
was right. I'm
asking.
not saying that, but
I'm just
what I'm
asking.
saying is this man said that he considered everything. You see what I'm saying? He obviously he did not consider everything. But when you do, yes, women have hormones and then they fluctuate even more while you're pregnant.
So
Everybody knows that hormonal imbalances can cause, like even mental health issues and things like that, or can contribute to, not cause.
I'm gonna push back on Tanya on this one. I don't agree with what Tanya says here. She says, "I wish you would have not have gotten pregnant." Is bordering on "I wish you were never born." Words hurt. Be careful. The second part, words hurt. Got to be careful. That's
Right.
absolutely true. The first part, I disagree with because I wish you. Have, I wish I would have. I would have not gotten you pregnant. First of all, let me just go said I know there's probably a lot of guys that have said that before, right? At least
Yeah.
in their head,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Because they didn't want to have a child. This guy wanted to have a child, right? I don't believe it's bordering on I wish you were never born. I believe it's more so bordering on I wish I would have pulled out. Plain and simple.
Mm,
Hmm.
yeah,
Because
that's
it's
the more appropriate, right? That's the
yeah,
more appropriate.
And then
same
and then if you go down and look at what Miguel said, and then look at what Tanya said,
with this one here. I
um,
would ask why they aren't married.
no,
Exactly.
the next one,
And
the
then the
next
next
one.
one he says, if a woman murders a man because of hormones, she's not guilty of
She
murder.
is guilty of murder, and plenty
He's
But
of
her
guilty.
women have gone
hormones.
to murder. No,
But she
plenty
got
of
her
women have
hormones.
gone to jail for doing stuff like that.
So
I'm
it's
But
not
not.
the
illegal.
That's not.
And then
but then
Tanya
what
says,
Tanya said.
and then Tanya says hormones have gotten people exonerated. So that's what I was
Yes,
just
they
asking.
have.
Hormones have
That
gotten
has
people
happened.
Well,
exonerated.
there is a burning bed defense
Mm-hmm.
and a crime of passion defense.
Exactly.
Now, has emotions, how often does emotions get you off in court? I was emotional.
Emotions you
See,
can
so I would
control.
think that crime of passion is more emotional than hormonal.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
can't
crime is
control
absolutely.
hormones, but emotions you have control over, unless there's something developmentally wrong with you, and that's where the
There's
issue
something
is.
developmentally
Well,
wrong.
to an extent,
Right.
All right, we
Not
this is
guilty.
we can't.
That's the
We got
next
to move
level.
Shoot, we could have did the whole show on this one.
right?
All right, it's me. Yeah, it's me. All right, here we go. Dear 107, I'm a 45-year-old man, and I was married for 17 years to my lovely wife until her untimely death a year ago. My wife and I have 3 children, one of whom is from her previous relationship. I love her so much, and when she passed, I was heartbroken and severely depressed. Recently, an old girlfriend from my teenage years reached out and was a great friend to me. She helped me through my grief, helped me reconnect with God, and was always there for me. During this time, I developed romantic feelings towards her and she for me. I want to ask her to marry me, but my question is there a time limit on moving on? Should I mourn my wife because I don't want to disrespect her memory? Any advice would be great. Thank you. Your time is your time.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Nobody
It's
can
been
tell
it's been a
you.
year.
Right.
Like your time is your time, man.
Right. Your time is your time, but
You
just
have to make
just
sure
be
you're
prepared
ready.
for whatever. Are you strong enough to handle whatever people may say or think of you? And
And I
you know what I
don't,
mean.
I
Your
don't
time
think
is your
it's
time. But,
disrespecting her
right.
memory. It's not like she went on vacation.
Right?
And talk to your kids too.
Right.
For
Exactly.
sure, talk to your kids.
Oh
But just
yeah.
be prepared for the responses. Like
Yeah.
I advise one
Now,
thing. Just
this you
good
need to
time.
read this to your kids. To them like
Right.
their children.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, that's a
I'm
good
about
one.
to get y'all a new mama.
Right? Now
Mm.
y'all don't have to call her mom.
Mm-hmm. It's a floor around here. Somebody clean out the caboose. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, your
Okay.
time is your time. When you feel like you can handle that, all the things that everybody just talked about, because those are the things that are going to be coming. Just make sure you're ready to do that. If you're not ready to do that, don't make it happen. But when you're ready, make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, you got plenty of life to live. You should be happy.
Cold down there. All right, here we go. Who's got the next one?
I'm doing the next one. Dear 107, I've been friends with Joy since elementary school. We are in our early 40s now. She's married, I'm divorced. 2 years after my divorce, she introduced me to a nice man I'll call Aaron. Aaron. Aaron and I have grown closer. He recently told Joy how he feels about me and that he wants to marry me. However, after he told her, she started sending him messages, letting him know that she's attracted to him. She even told him some confidential things about me that I shared only with her. He has shown me the messages she sent and that he told and that he told her he feels uncomfortable about her coming on to him. She dismissed it as joking. I plan to spend the rest of my life with this man. I feel betrayed and hurt by my so-called best friend's actions. Should I end our relationship?
Yes.
No, not till she watch you walk down the aisle and marry the boy.
With her husband as her wedding date.
I don't know. I mean, you can do that, but I would say end it because God forbid y'all get in an argument one day, a heated argument. You know what I mean? And he reach out to her. She gonna see that as her opportunity to swoop in. She already tried.
I mean, she has a whole husband.
That don't matter. Who and she don't care, do she?
No,
She gonna boink you, man.
Exactly. And she gonna try her darndest.
She gonna boink you, man.
Yep.
Sure.
She gonna boink your man because I think she has an infatuation of probably other people's
She
men.
only gonna boink your man if your man want to boink her.
Right. That's why I said y'all get into a heated argument.
But that's not necessarily true.
Days.
And you can say that with any relationship. You get into a heated argument, he just gonna go screw whoever.
Yeah, true.
So
hopefully he's not built like that to just go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And if he was built like that, why would he show her the text
messages?
Exactly.
He not only told her, he showed her the receipts.
Mm-hmm.
So if he had any interest, why would he go through all of those changes?
Yeah, he
look at your girl.
He clearly told her, "Stop it! I'm uncomfortable with this." So yeah, I would say end it because he's uncomfortable and she's being rather whorish. So
that sounds mad high school
for sure,
right?
You know, some people never grow up.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
You got a man, but you want your girl's man.
Right.
Some people just like that though.
I mean, and she was bold with it. That's what bothers me. She was bold. Like she didn't even try to finesse it. You know what I mean?
This is no longer buff, so she.
And then the other thing that gives me pause is like, why would you, if you were so attracted to this man, why would you then introduce your best girlfriend to him? Like, why not keep him to yourself if that's?
She was already married.
And there again, what does that mean?
But hold on, wait a minute. I think I just got confused about something.
Wait.
Are you saying why did this girl introduce her man to her best friend, or why did the best friend introduce them to?
Joy is the best friend that's married. Right. Joy introduced the letter writer to this guy.
Okay, so you're saying why did Joy even do that in the first place?
Right. Like, who are you trying to hurt? Like, what was your end game?
So
into this dude.
Maybe the attraction built stronger once she witnessed him in a relationship.
Ooh.
And that's what she's attracted to. Not necessarily him,
but what he does. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the stuff you're not supposed to have is always more attractive.
Right.
That forbidden fruit.
Allegedly.
Well, speaking of forbidden fruit, was this the last letter?
No.
Right.
But what you got to say?
Okay,
right.
My bad.
We'll get into that a little later.
I wasn't keeping up.
We had another comment come in. She did that so she didn't seem like she wanted him to her husband. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
I agree.
She's a sneak and a snake.
Yep. That's so true, Leslie.
Sneak and snake are all the same words and all the same letters. How about that?
All right, Goose got the last one.
All right. Dear 10-7, against my better judgment, I agreed to allow my parents to pay for our upcoming wedding. It was something they pretty much insisted upon. My fiance was upset by my decision because he fears I'm in collusion with them to make a big show of it. For the last 10 months, he has been suggesting we nix the religious ceremony and get married privately. I am hurt because while I don't want a big party, I have always wanted a full ceremony at my church that I grew up in with my friends and family. I have been trying to assuage his fears because I know he will appreciate the wedding on the day of, but he feels neglected. How can we compromise so that neither of us feels resentful?
Involve him.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Involve him.
See how
Involve
y'all-
him. See, because he can't have it both ways. You like, listen here, my parents are paying for it, but we the ones shopping.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So come on,
Yeah.
so that we can plan this wedding. Now, if he doesn't want any parts of it, then he cannot complain.
Right.
See how y'all can combine what y'all both want. Like, what is it specifically that he wants? And can y'all do what he wants in the church so y'all can both get what y'all want?
All we really know about is what he doesn't want. It seems like he doesn't want the religious part of it.
Right. He just want the party.
Yeah, he wants the party.
Right.
Y'all can say I do it at the judge, and y'all just had the reception. That's probably what he wants.
Or have two weddings.
Ain't no point. If you had the big one, ain't no point in having the small one because the big one counts. So
now I wonder if they're Catholic.
Doesn't she say
what?
that?
If they're Catholic.
Oh, if they're Catholic? No, it doesn't say anything about
because that's a whole mass.
It's not that bad though.
Oh, really? They do a whole mass
Oh,
that
yeah.
way?
But it's not that bad though. It's only like an hour.
An hour.
Yeah, but that's including the mass and the reading of the vows. It's an hour total.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Really? So
Was
Keep
our
you
wedding
awake.
no, our wedding was quick. Our joint was like everybody at the aisle. Do you? Yeah, okay, let's go party.
Absolutely.
That's how I was.
That's how it was.
When it was over, I was like, really? That's it? Like that's all it takes to get married? Like that's all it was? Okay.
That's it.
You don't need all that. All you need is an officiant and a witness.
That's it.
To sign the paper.
Yeah.
The papers.
Yeah. That was quick. It was that's the funny because I think about it now, like how our joint was quick. I wasn't at y'all. I don't know what y'all wedding was like.
Cool.
But it was quick, and it's like all that planning, all the headaches,
Like that.
all that stuff, and then it lasted 20 minutes.
Yep.
Like really?
Yeah.
Really? That's it?
Yeah,
that's
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All this pomp and circumstance. All the weddings I've been in when I was what's it called?
Groomsman.
No, not what's the when you were a kid carrying the pillow.
Ring
When
bearer.
I was a kid in weddings as a ring bearer, those weddings felt like they were forever. Like they felt. I mean, I guess because I was a kid, they felt like they were like 4 hours long. Oh my God, I couldn't stand it. I hated it. I'm standing there with a dumb pillow, holding a dumb pillow with a fake ring on it because they probably scared I was gonna lose that John, and it's tied to the pillow. And here I am thinking, all right, I'm the man. I got this ring. Here comes the ring. I'm thinking, okay, boom. No,
Right.
I got this doggone ring, and I'm still sitting here with this fake ring.
You're still really upset about that.
I thought I was important. Like, what's really the point of the ring?
You were security.
That's
Security.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently. But all right, well, that's your Dear 10-7 portion of the show. It's brought to you by nobody. So if you want to sponsor it, let us know. All right. So the next part of the show, Tara, do you want to take this you want to introduce this?
Yes. So we've done this on our show before. It's the Am I the A-hole?
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Absolutely.
Okay. When my fiance and I first met 6 years ago, he still kept in touch with his ex. They don't have kids or anything together that warrants them keeping in touch. Today, warrants them keeping in touch today. Sorry, I got one eye. At that time, they were still finalizing financial things. I asked if he was planning on continuing a friendship, to which he stated that he did not. I made it crystal clear that if he did, I would not be interested in pursuing a relationship with him. Not trying to be controlling, it's just not for me. Throughout our relationship, I've caught them sneaking to stay in contact multiple times and even going as far as using fake phone numbers and work phones to do so. The last time I told him if it happens again, I would end things. Today, I caught him deleting texts and calls between he and her. We are supposed to be getting married this fall, but I feel like he doesn't respect me or my boundaries. Would I be the a-hole for ending things due to his sneaking and lying about his friendship? He insists I'm being insecure because she lives in a different state or a different country, and he wouldn't have to sneak or delete if I weren't so against him remaining friends. Side note, he admitted that they have been speaking multiple times a week. No, you are not the a-hole.
So this was my question.
Okay. What's your question?
Prior to them being in a relationship, were they friends?
I don't know. We don't know that.
I know, right.
Reddit didn't tell me.
Okay. Because if you have been friends with somebody years and years and years and years, and y'all have a relationship, and you realize that it don't work out, that don't mean y'all can't be friends.
Right.
So the ex is in another country.
Yeah, she's in another country. I kind of feel like, yeah, let it go.
Where is he from, I wonder?
Yeah, I
And
don't
is
know.
he a citizen?
But see,
Well, they didn't write to us. This was one of the.
Yeah, this is not somebody that wrote to us. This is my a-hole.
but see, this is another way to look at it. If you hadn't gotten with him, like further away from them breaking up, and they had been continued to be friends and just strictly friends, would you have an issue with that? Because you would have met him and she would have already been his friend. And you can't say don't be friends with her, because then you be the asshole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because at that point you're telling him he can't be friends with a person that's a friend.
Right.
Because of the time frame, yeah. And then you'd be the a-hole. So yeah, I guess depending on the time frame, you might be
the a-hole. Yep, you might be. Mm-hmm.
Like if it was 10 years ago and they just friends, yeah, you the a-hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10-year friendship that you don't like.
Yeah.
They made it smooch faced.
Yo, and the thing about it is, he even told you that it was his ex. He probably didn't have to tell you that. He probably could have just left it at, it's my friend.
Is Miguel talking about me?
Yeah.
he sure ain't talking about the rest of us.
Miguel, you must have missed the beginning.
Miguel
of the
missed
show.
the beginning of the show.
The beginning of the show.
Oh man. Okay. So now that it's out there, I just had to put it up. I wasn't even gonna mention it. I wasn't gonna mention it, but Miguel wanted to know what's up with the eye.
I had surgery on my eye yesterday or Friday.
He said sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, if it were me and I saw you every other week or whatever, I'm like, what'd you do? So I get it. I had surgery, so now I have a bionic eye.
Yep.
A bionic eye.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome to the Bionic Club.
Yep. You need one too.
Okay.
All right. So you ready to go on to our videos?
Yes, and y'all know how I am with trying to get these videos up, so be patient.
We're very patient.
Have some grace, because I'm
all the time.
Make this, because as soon as I do this, it just starts, and I gotta
I know. Well, do you want me to introduce it? It's why do men get mean when they cheat on you?
So here we're about to find out. Let's see what they got to say in this one.
You want to know why men get mean when they start cheating. And it is actually one of my biggest regrets. Not only was I a cheater, I was a mean-spirited cheater. And so many women have come in my inbox and asked me, why did their husbands or their boyfriends get so mean when they started cheating? And I want to give you two answers as to why. Listen. Most men start out cheating on their wives and their girlfriends just for sex. All it's about is sex, and that's what it's supposed to be about. However, what ends up happening is a lot of men get closer to their side pieces or their mistresses than they should or expected to. They end up liking them a lot more than they thought they would. And what should have only been sex ends up leading to an emotional connection. And now your husband or your boyfriend is emotionally connected to his mistress or his side piece. And that presents a problem because the husband or boyfriend starts feeling like he's cheating on his mistress or his side piece when he's with his actual wife or his girlfriend.
Wow.
Number two, it is very difficult for a man to rationalize cheating on a very good woman. So what we do in a lot of cases is we make up these things. So you want to know why men...
I'm kind of mad at that video because I want to know what number 2 was.
I know, right?
Oh, number 2.
It's all good. It's all
I
good.
think he's insane.
All right. So, what's y'all reaction to that?
I would like to know what the gentleman's reaction.
I don't know. I don't cheat, so
I don't either, so.
Listen, I don't.
Well, kudos to you both.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting that you can have a situation flipped and you're mean to your main girl because you don't got feelings for the side girl.
It's almost like I'd rather be with her. So, and why am I here with you? You know what I mean?
In situations when this happens, I think it's partially emotional, but I think at home with your wife, it's everything. But because when you see your side piece, it's only every now and then. When you see it, it's all fun.
It's only fun stuff.
It's like all good. But then when you're at home, it's bills and homework and this and the grass and that. But then when you with your side piece, it's everything is lovely. So so I guess the emotion part comes in because you get addicted to your side piece and the fun that you have with her because it doesn't come with all of the stress. I think that's it. So when you come home, you like, this is some bullshit, but you understand? I mean, it's like coming from a vacation.
Yeah.
It's like coming off a vacation.
Yeah.
You with your side piece, you in Jamaica. When you come home, you home.
Yeah.
I was in Jamaica yesterday. You know how it is when you come off vacation.
Yeah.
You want to go back.
And I think they can't handle that.
I would probably agree. I would agree with that. Okay. I would definitely agree with that. That's probably exactly like what it is. You come home, when you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship. When you got a situationship, it's just about the situation.
Right.
It's not about anything else.
Sure.
Until it becomes about something else, then you get tired of that, and then you find a new situation.
Right, for sure.
They say some people can get addicted to that honeymoon phase, and that's why they just cheat.
They don't ever want to move on to the next phase.
They don't ever want to move in. Yeah,
it's like that video we saw last week. Like they don't get to certain numbers.
Yep.
And I think the guy last week, I think that the guy even mentioned like they like that honeymoon phase. So once that's done, they think the relationship's over and they need to get out.
So
start a new one.
So do you think as like counselors and married couples that we do a good job of helping people get through after the honeymoon phase? Like, do you think this show, like for instance, helps people get through? I think when the honeymoon phase.
I would hope that this show shows people that there is life after the honeymoon phase, and that they can, they can move into that and still enjoy their relationship. That's what I would hope.
Yeah.
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 I get a few.
I agree with that.
100%.
Yeah. There is life after the honeymoon phase, y'all.
There is.
For sure.
But I hope your relationship stays in the honeymoon phase forever. Well, but I hope it does. All right. So all right, let's get rid of this video.
All right.
So now it's time for the other one, right?
Yeah.
Right. Wish me
This
luck,
one
guys. Here we
is
go.
men and women need each other. Let's discuss.
All right, here we go. Wish me luck. Fingers crossed.
Chicken bone, chicken bone. Lucky, lucky.
We're gonna put that in there, and we're gonna refresh it.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I don't know how to turn the sound. Oh, there we go. Yeah,
Let's
here we
do
go.
it.
Go away.
The trend of, I don't need a man, I don't need a woman. I hear people say that. I say, you know what? Every time you say that, you're just proving that you really don't know what you're talking about. And what I mean by that is a lot of people begin to say that when they're in their 40s, but then you're going to have to explain that to your 60-year-old self on why you didn't feel that you needed one, because no one wants to go through the last years of their life alone. No one does. So as you get older, even as a couple, at one point, you're going to need somebody. If you just keep aging one year after year, and I see so many people, especially with me and my wife and some of the things that we do, we see people that are in their 60s and 70s and alone, don't have anybody to go to the store for them.
Oh, wow.
Can't get out of bed, barely can get in the car. All you got to do is when you go to a grocery store, look at how some people walk in the store because they don't have anybody else to do it. But I don't need a man, I don't need a woman. That's fine when you're in your 40s and up until you get your 50s. But you're going to have to explain it to your 65-year-old self one day.
Got it. Yo, I thought that was deep. I don't understand why people say that. I don't need a man. I don't need a woman. You want to be alone? Who wants to be alone their whole lives?
It's funny because Tyra says that all the time. Hold on. You look, she about to jump. Hold on. Wait a minute. Maybe I didn't deliver that correctly. I didn't deliver it right. Hold on. What I'm saying is Tyra always talks about how you don't want to be older and not have anybody in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what you're talking about all
Well,
the
that's
time.
what you should have said.
That's what I was trying to
You
say.
didn't give him a chance.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, yeah, Tyra says all the time because, yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, it's if you need the help but don't have anyone there to help you, you're going to dwindle down to just like your final years, as he was talking about,
Yeah.
are they're going to be a struggle. Like,
Yep. And then you wind up becoming a burden on your children or nieces and nephews or neighbors. You know what I mean?
If you have that.
If
Or
you-
you're
even if you
relying on
have
an
it.
agency to provide you an aid that you don't know and things of that nature.
Mhm.
See, when I say it, I always say it in the instance of how you treat people. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
always be like, treat people right. You know what I mean? Especially your family and friends or your significant other, because I think people, when you're young and you moving, you don't think you're gonna get old, or you don't think you could get some type of debilitating illness. It doesn't cross your mind that you may get sick one day. You know what I mean? So I always say it in the aspect of treat people right, because you just never know how the tables always turn, and you don't know how they're going to turn in your direction. So you always want to make sure that you're treating people right, because you just never know. You don't know. You could go outside tomorrow, hit by a car, and need everybody. But now
Yeah.
you done treated people like crap your whole life, and don't nobody want to deal with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's tough to go through. I mean, I think about it as one of the shows I used to watch. I enjoyed watching was Oz, the show about the prison and all that. And you remember, I forget his real name, but he was the guy. He was the character that was in the wheelchair, and he would always have like a narration in between scenes.
Yeah.
Poet.
Mm-hmm.
So what was his name?
Wasn't that poet?
Poet.
No, not poet. Not poet. Poet wasn't the guy in the wheelchair.
The one with the dreadlocks?
Yeah, the one with the dreadlocks. The guy that was in Best Man that ended up getting with.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I can see his face.
Yeah, from Lost.
But one of his narrations, and I don't know why this one always stuck to me. To this day, it always stuck to me. This one, I can't remember none of the other ones he said. Or I can't remember one other one. But he said he was talking about the goldfish, the life, the what's it called? The memory of a goldfish. He said it's like 20 seconds long or something like that, like their memory. And like they said, he was like, when they're hungry, they think they've always been hungry. When they're full, they think they've always been full. When they're happy, they think they've always been happy. And when they're dying, they think they've always been dying.
Oh.
And to hearing what he was just saying is like to go through your final years with that kind of struggle, it'll be hard to be able to remember the happy times because you're going through this struggle on an everyday basis. And that's what you're going to remember. And treat people right, like Tyra says, treat people right. And hopefully you won't have to worry about it, at least from that aspect.
Mhm.
Plus, when you're alone, how many memories do you have when you get there?
Yeah.
Mm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the quality of those?
Right, exactly. Or you could have the memories and the memories could haunt you. You know what I mean? So sometimes
Memories is all good, but you know
Uh-huh.
what make memories the best? Other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
When you can
Yeah.
say, remember when?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
the best.
Always. Always.
So true.
Just think about it. You go on a trip with by yourself, you tell people about your trip, you tell them you had a good time. Go on a trip with a bunch of people, y'all
Right.
talking about that trip for
The
years.
stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
We still talking about
Right.
trips we took in the 90s. Yep.
How about it? You know what I mean? So there you go. All right. We got one more segment of the show today. Okay, this one we've been trying to incorporate for a while now, and I think we just finally did it. So here we go.
Okay.
You want me to read this one, Tara?
Sure.
All right. So this part of the show is called "What Would You Do?" We want to hear from you and your opinions and your thoughts of what you would do in this situation. Okay, and this is a story that we got, and like here it go. All right. I have a question, and I need to know if I should mind my damn business. Maybe I can get some helpful advice. I've never been married, but my cousin is going on 8 years of marriage with her husband. The past 8 years, we haven't seen eye to eye on a lot of things. When she vents to me about her frustrations, and her final response is always, "You wouldn't get it because you're not married." Even though I dislike her husband, I respect their marriage and leave it at that. We had plans to meet up for brunch a couple of days ago, and she canceled on me last minute. I had to jump through hoops. I had to jump through hoops and sacrifice a goat to get the babysitter so I could. So I was a bit irritated. I asked her why, and she responded that she had promised her husband some. I should have read this before. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I asked her why, and she responded that she had promised her husband some sloppy top the night before, but had to stop because the baby woke up. He expected her to still do it before she left to meet me. She knew she knew he would raise hell, so she decided to shut him up for the day and gave him
A
a glumpkin.
What?
and I wouldn't get it because I'm not married. For those who don't know what that is, be thankful. Don't Google it. Don't go Google it. Go about your day. Okay, so that means I won't ask what that is.
Yeah. I know what it is if you want to know.
I don't know what it is.
I think I have heard the term before, but I think
Yeah.
I may have
Y'all
forgotten
gonna have to tell
and not
me.
tried to remember.
Well, I can tell you if you want to know.
Hold on. For those that do and are married, you mean to tell me y'all out here sucking eggplants while your husband is taking a doo doo in the name of love? Apparently, that's what a glumpkin is.
That's what a glumpkin is.
Doing weird doo doo is part of submission. I know I'm I'm I know I'm generalizing, but what the actual
Mhm.
TMI.
don't think marriage is for me. I don't think marriage is for me either. If that's
First of all, Glumpkins is not synonymous with marriage.
Okay, no,
All
not
right.
at all. Not at
Okay.
all. No, they are not.
I don't even know what to say here because I'm
Different
just
strokes.
pumpkin is,
Mm.
and I got to clutch my pearls.
Different strokes.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, people
I'm-
always be
I'm
like,
cool. I'm all the way married, deep into a marriage, and I'm not doing that.
yeah, like, why? Well, like, is he forcing you to do that?
I know. Blink 2 times if you're in distress.
I don't know. What's
Go ahead and
God?
understand. Justin is like a statue. Justin,
No, I'm sitting there trying to think, like, is that really I guess it is enjoyable, I guess.
how?
You know what? You know what that
There's
is?
no way that's enjoyable to the woman.
No,
No.
it can't be.
No.
It can't be.
That's about control to me.
Yeah, that's what it
That's
sounds
why
like.
I said, is he forcing you to do that? Because come on.
Yo.
Because I mean, there's no reason why
That
you
might be
can't
their thing, though.
do business, take the shower, come to the
But
room.
she think it's
and
cool
then-
because she told her girlfriend. Like, yeah, girl.
Yeah.
I lump him all the time.
I'm like, oh.
He had rings for dinner the night before.
Did you give him the Glumpkin because I mean she didn't write those, but I wonder did she give him the Glumpkin because that's a funny word to say. Did
But
she give him the Glumpkin because she missed the night before? And it was like okay, since I missed, I'm gonna give you a little something extra. Or
But
is that
how long is the Glumpkin because she missed brunch?
What is happening?
What is going on here? Like, I didn't even know this was a thing.
Girl, it's so many things that we are not aware of.
Yo.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, she missed brunch. She should have been late.
I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry, girl.
Okay, like, sir, what are you You got Montezuma's revenge? Like, how long y'all in this bathroom for?
Yeah.
No.
Like, ew.
No. I don't like it.
Not all men
And
women.
nobody's face should ever be that close to the toilet.
Yes.
No.
Not unless you're earling in it.
Yeah, not unless you're yakking.
Exactly.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
my God.
nasty.
I don't even know how to respond to this.
Or you're cleaning underneath.
Ask you to do that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a response. The question
you
is,
know
what would you do?
That
None of us would do that.
That must be one of them like last show or show before.
I'm not even sure.
when,
Like,
watching porn goes wrong.
I'm not even sure what
Yeah.
would you do is. Like, we done focused on this Glumpkin so much. What is she asking? Was she asking would she be friends with her cousin or something? Like, what did she ask? Let me see.
I mean, I don't know. If you're asking if we would do that for our
No.
spouses, my answer is no.
Yeah, she said, is this a part of submission? No.
He might, yeah, I don't think it's a part of submission, but it might be.
So
he might get off on controlling her that way. Like I don't stuff that happens in the bathroom stays in the bathroom. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do bathroom.
Yeah, that's
stuff.
nasty.
So I would just say to her, like, I don't think you too young. I don't.
I'm scared to actually kind of Google that because then I don't want dumb shit popping up on my algorithm for here on out.
And I don't want it in here.
And I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. So
Oh, you don't want to see that either. No.
I'll be like YouTube and it be Glumpkin videos. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I would have to say to you, I would say that what would I do? I'm not sure what the question of what would I do is, but I would tell you that
don't do
your
that.
marriage has to be, you have to set your own parameters in your marriage.
Yeah.
If your man is in the Glumpkins and
don't marry a Glumpkiner.
You probably shouldn't marry him because he's not going to be happy because he's not getting his Glumpkin.
Who started that? Like, what? Y'all are nasty.
Yo, did she say that to her? Like it was just, I just had to give him a Glumpkin real quick.
Sorry, I missed brunch.
It's normal to her.
Yeah, it's more.
She said it
you
like
know what?
that's
I mean, and behind their doors, whatever they do, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's on them.
It is. Like,
But she missed the
everybody
most.
has their own, everybody has their own freak level.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I just found out I'm not as freaky as I thought. Because I'm that freaky at all.
Right?
Sheesh, I don't want to be in there with my own self sometime when I'm oh, damn. Okay.
I'm just like, like, how are you breathing? Like,
all right.
Okay. That's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
Pineapples.
Ooh, so on that note, do we have any final twists?
This segment was produced by Tara. Produce that segment, so we'll just put that out there. All right, anybody got a final twist?
No.
Free to Congo.
Free to Congo. There you go. Stop genocide.
Yes.
Keep your eye open for red flags. We always talk about red flags on the show. Keep your eye
I
open.
can only
for
keep
red
one
flags.
eye open right now.
Are a red flag. Pumpkins are a red flag.
Unless y'all both into them.
Yeah.
Then y'all can red flag.
Yeah. Unless y'all meet at Glumpkin Fest.
Glumpkin Fest 24.
Yeah, we should probably stop saying it because it's probably messing up our algorithm.
Totally is. Totally is.
Yeah,
God damn it.
They listening. All right, so I guess we're gonna get up out of here. Let me go ahead and close this down.
I think we probably should. We've done enough damage.
Yeah.
Off of whatever.
Yeah.
All the platforms.
Violating community standards.
This video was not made for kids. All right, we're gonna get up out of here. Learned a lot today. We appreciate y'all hanging with us here on the 10-7 show with Tara, Tyra, Goose, and myself. Make sure you check in with us next week. Next week's not Memorial Day, is it?
No. Got a couple more.
Okay. Make sure y'all check in with us next week right here on the 10-7 show. And make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join the group on Facebook, the 10-7 group on Facebook. Join it. It's a vibe. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. And then we're gonna bring some of our members in here sometimes to talk to y'all too. So we're gonna expand it. Anyway, we're gonna get up out of here. We appreciate y'all hanging with us. We'll talk to y'all next week. Peace.
Bye.
Be safe, people.